The Madlanga Commission has erupted after a dramatic cell phone recording was played, capturing Bevan Loftus confronting alleged rival Clive Naker over a claimed R2.5M hit. His father, Gregory Loftus, later testified that Bevan was fatally shot about 2 months afterward during a police CIT task team operation. The tense hearing also saw the commission chairperson challenge legal advisors, declaring "Awusu Sacheli Loco" and accusing a doctor's conduct of resembling a hired gun.
Examination. The point I'm making is that the doctor...
I'll listen to the rest of your rebuttals because you say you disagree with me, and I think you said on 3 bases.
Yes.
So the first one, I do not accept at all. You may continue arguing on it, or you may proceed to number 2 and number 3.
No, I won't. It's on the record, and that's sufficient for my purposes.
Okay.
The doctor's made himself available. Nobody's chosen to do anything about that.
Nobody wanted to assess the doctor. So
no, but
that's not. May I finish?
I apologize, Chair.
That's simply not an answer to my point.
With all due respect, though, I think we're speaking cross purposes because what Chair...
We are not. I understand you perfectly, and I'm sure that you too understand me. To counter the question whether Mr. Karim is indeed unable to come to this commission, the commission has said it wants to have him assessed by an independent specialist. He has refused that should be done. That's the assessment that the commission wants to have. It's not an assessment of Mr. Karim's specialist. That's a simple point I'm making.
Yes.
And for Mr. Karim to offer us his specialist, that does not assist. In fact, that actually takes us to what courts always say, the hired gun principle. Because from where we are sitting, we do not consider Mr. Karim's doctor to be an objective expert. He is an expert that's closely associated with Mr. Karim, and who, from where we are sitting, unless we get another opinion, appears to us to be pushing Mr. Karim's story. So very close to, if not analogous to, what courts have referred to as a hired gun. In this sense, if a court wants to get an objective view, it will want to get someone who is independent, as opposed to someone who's closely associated with the person concerned. And this is exactly what we have here. A medical specialist who has been treating Mr. Karim for this lengthy period, and who on certain facts appears to have shifted the goalposts. And why do I say so? I say so on the basis of that paragraph that I referred to during the postponement application. In fact, I referred you to more than one. There are the paragraphs where he changes his story on factual issues, not issues related to Mr. Karim's condition. On factual issues, he changes his story because he said a patient can only go out of the facility, only, underline only, if I allow them to go out. But once we got the Woolworths and the Kauai visits, all of a sudden, the doctor now changes tack and says, oh no, actually, even nurses do allow patients out. So from where we are sitting, those are indications that this is a doctor who has so aligned himself with Mr. Karim that sitting, I'm not saying he's lying. All I'm saying is, sitting where we are sitting, we just cannot accept what he says We do want to have an independent assessment, which we do not have and which we will obviously never have, because this same doctor strenuously resists that. And it is best known to him why he does so. Of course, it does explain in the reports that he has given. But from where we are sitting, we cannot just accept that. So it is on that basis that I say, in accordance with jurisprudential authority, he is very much, his position is very much analogous to that of a hired gun. And it's in those instances that courts always insist on someone who is independent, someone who is objective. But as I say, we are not going to hold our breath on in that regard. We are not going to have such an independent assessment. So I say again to you, you cannot say that, you cannot respond to my point about the lack of contradiction in the manner in which you do, because that opportunity has been refused.
Aloy said, and what you then responded by, is that what do you think is the reason behind the police seeming apathetic or not willing or killing cases, as it were?
That's a tough one for me to say. I'm going to get into trouble for this. I think it's just laziness. That's what I believe.
Okay, thank you. Chairperson, I am advised that the sound is back. Can I request that we play that recording and then go back to the file, to the statement at page 15, paragraph 52.1, but we'll start with the recording.
The roadster, Mr. Clive himself. How are you?
Yeah, Moses, yeah.
Like a lot of money, 2.5 on my head now, eh?
Who's this here? Evan, you?
Yeah, how you can
You
phone
killed my
Dane?
uncle.
How you can phone Dane to tell Dane to set me up? You can phone Dane, the roadster. The roadster, Mr. Clive himself. How are you?
Yeah, Moses, yeah.
Like a lot of money, 2.5 on my head now, eh?
Who's this here? Evan, you?
Yeah, how you can
killed
phone
my
Dane?
uncle.
How you can phone Dane to tell Dane to set me up?
iPhone 10, I don't even
Yeah,
fucking
me,
know.
I never ever fought with you. I got no problem with you, but look like you after me. You paying dinner, governor, you paying all the carols. You went back to do all these things to me. I never had nothing to do with you. I never minded your business. I got no flop with you. But Bali, you went out of your way to do all these things to me. You wanna kill me and all. What kind, Bali? Where's the numbers?
Are you making allegations against me, or are you telling me the facts?
I'm asking you, where's the numbers, Bali? I never do
Let's
fuck
start
all
off
to
now.
you.
Let's start off.
Check your word. I'm
Firstly,
fuck all to
you were
you.
telling the people I killed Regan.
See our Bali. See our checker. No flop. You wanna kill me, right? No flop. The fastest lives the longest. Right? Laka.
Was it?
Thank you, Commissioners. I think, I'm not sure whether it was audible enough for your purposes.
Yeah.
In any event, the transcript is
Yes.
at page 113, just to contextualize things. Now, this is the recording. Is this the recording that you were referring to earlier?
That's correct. That's the recording.
And at page 130, 113 is a transcript.
Yes.
Is that an accurate?
That's inaccurate.
Okay. And you were present when that call was made?
It was made presently. It was his phone was on speaker.
Okay. And what was the purpose of the call?
After he phoned Vali, or let me say before he phoned Vali, he was agitated and he was quite angry and he was under a lot of pressure because he was tired of this. You remember, he hadn't been out of the premises for a long time. Because when he heard that there's a hit on him, he said to me, they're not going to get me because I'm not going to leave the premises. So, like he says, he can't go out.
Sorry, just repeat that.
He couldn't leave the premises. He says he's going to stay in the premises because there's a hit on him, and if he stays at home, they can't get him. Henceforth, Hendrik Noonan ran the operation in the yard and on the street with the tow trucks, etc. So he was angry. So when Hendrik Nunes came over, he was on the phone with Wally. Wally phoned him a few times, harassing him about this motorcycle. So Bevan was agitated by that, so he said, no, I'm going to phone him. I need to put him in his place, kind of, He didn't use those words, but that was the gesture, so to say. And then afterwards he said, you know what? I don't know this Clive Nyker. He says, I'm going to phone him and ask him why he's doing this to me. And that's where the phone call came from.
And where did he get the cell phone of Mr. Nyker, if it is Mr. Nyker?
Yes, to be honest with you, I was quite surprised that he could get the phone call, but he was resourceful. What happens, you get a tow truck driver that drives for the operators on the bluff. And from time to time, they jump areas and they go and drive in other areas. So obviously, they make connections and friends with the guys that work for the different. So those guys have the contact numbers for their employees or their bosses. So he didn't tell me where it got, so I'm assuming that's how he got it. Because you hear conversations when a guy would ask, one of the drivers would say, have you got so-and-so's number? Then it'll be like, no, let me phone so-and-so, and that so-and-so will phone so-and-so, and the number will come, with the information, so to say. Yeah. But I wasn't present when he actually got the number.
Okay. Yeah, I think I can take that further with you as such.
Yes.
Then you confirm, or seem to confirm, that on the call was Mr. Nyker on the other end.
Yes.
How do you come to that conclusion?
Well, look, okay, let me retract that. I can't say that it was him because I don't know him and I've never met him and I've never heard him speak. Based on the conversation and the phone call, I'm assuming that it was him.
And why is that?
Well, from the conversation, when Bevan called him Mr. Clive, Mr. Roadster, he acknowledges, he continues the conversation acknowledging, I would say that's an acknowledgement that it's him.
Do you know whether his company is Roadster?
Yes, I do know that he owns Roadster Towing.
Okay.
Okay. Can you then read paragraph 52.1, which are the points you wanted to highlight?
52.1.
Page 16 of your statement.
Page 15, yeah.
15.
Yeah,
15.
okay. 52.1.
Yes.
When he answered the phone, Mr. Clive Nyker was not able to identify Bevan at first. As soon as Bevan mentioned the 2.5 million hit, Mr. Clive Nyker instantly and immediately identified him. And accused, sorry, let me say that again. He immediately identified him, Bevan, and accused Bevan of killing his uncle. When Bevan accused Mr. Clive Nyker of paying Captain Dinner Governor to kill him, Mr. Clive Nyker did not deny the allegation.
I want to take issue with that. I think you should listen to the recording